He extended his palm and forcibly pulled the entire submarine from the ocean floor, demonstrating his unparalleled superpowers. Shaw's subordinates also emerged from the submarine, launching a tornado attack against them. Disrupted by this interference, Magneto hurled the submarine onto the beach. Now it was time for a direct confrontation between mutants. By reading the enemy's thoughts, Charles quickly formulated a battle plan. Under Charles's guidance, Magneto tore open the submarine's hull, reached the cockpit, and shut down the nuclear reactor. Strangely, however, Shaw was nowhere to be found. The professor realized that Shaw was likely hiding in a room that blocked telepathic abilities, so he warned Magneto to be extra careful. Shortly after, he lost connection with him, but Shaw had already absorbed massive amounts of nuclear energy, making him far too powerful for Magneto to handle alone. Unexpectedly, Charles managed to sense both their presences again through a gap in the glass. However, because Shaw was wearing a helmet, he couldn't penetrate his mind and could only warn Magneto to find a way to remove that protective shield. So Magneto pretended to submit, seizing the opportunity to use electrical wires to remove Shaw's helmet. Charles immediately seized the moment and took control of Shaw, but then Magneto put on the helmet himself. He knew that Charles would certainly try to stop what he was about to do next. He then pulled out the coin that Shaw had given him years ago and drove it straight through Shaw's head. After waiting 18 long years, Magneto had finally avenged his mother. Just when everyone thought it was all over, the situation took an unexpected turn. The incredible power displayed by the mutants had instilled fear in humanity, leading them to decide to join forces and eliminate the mutants. The warships aimed all their weapons at the island, firing countless missiles at the mutants, but Magneto remained unconcerned. He extended his palm and froze all the missiles in place, then reversed their direction to send them back along their original path. If these missiles were allowed to return, the entire fleet would be completely destroyed, and there would be no possibility of reconciliation between humans and mutants. Seeing this, Charles immediately tried to stop Magneto, but his telepathic powers were now perfectly countered by the helmet. Magneto continued controlling the missiles for attack. Just as the human alliance was about to be completely destroyed, Agent Moira opened fire. Magneto raised his hand to deflect the bullets, but unexpectedly, one of them struck Charles. This was the cause of his lifelong paralysis. Magneto quickly checked Charles's injuries and helped remove the bullet, allowing the human forces to escape disaster. Magneto hoped that Charles would join him in fighting for mutant rights, but Charles believed they should coexist peacefully with humans. Ultimately, they found themselves on opposing sides. Magneto recruited Shaw's former subordinates and left with them, while the remaining members stayed to follow Charles. At the film's conclusion, Charles took to a wheelchair and established a school for mutants to shelter more of their kind. This earned him the title of Professor X. Meanwhile, Magneto led his followers to rescue the White Queen and invited her to join his team. Want to know what happens next? Follow me, and I'll soon share the rest of the story.